What's up, guys? We're out here on the Las Vegas Strip tonight. I'm testing the cinematic mode with the flash on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. I thought I would test it out to see how it looks. My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. Check out our channel here on YouTube. If you like us, give us a subscription, leave us a comment. I spent so much time in front of Planet Hollywood back in the day, and that's where we are right now. We have the Bellagio and the Cosmo behind us. And we're going to walk and talk a little bit and just talk about ways that Vegas has changed. Is this a safe city to come to right now? Do I feel safe while I'm out here? Yes and no. If you guys like this video, leave us a comment. If you came to Vegas, did you feel safe while you were out here? I'd love to hear from you guys on that. Occasionally, I'll swing the camera around so you guys can get a more clearer view of everything. And Vegas has changed a lot since June, well, we'll call it March of 2020. 2020, right? That's when it was shut down. So we went from March of 2020 to now. And, you know, the changes are obvious, some of them. Oh, by the way, we have to take a moment to thank our channel sponsor, P9 Magazine. They're over on Instagram. They support our channel by sponsoring us, so we mention them, and you guys can go check them out. Also, check out, if you have to go in a building in Nevada, you have to wear a mask. So check out VegasFaceAmask.com, no S at the end. That's what I'm wearing right now. My wife, Sweet Caroline, makes these 2 for $25. Ships out for free, and we shipped international for slightly higher shipping charges, but no nose wire, all 100% cotton, handmade. Very comfortable. If you got to wear a mask, wear VegasFaceAmask.com. So how has the Strip changed considerably? And it has changed considerably. First of all, the circus is a little less out here in Vegas right now. Even right now, it's Saturday night. And it's not as busy as it used to be. We have to put our mask on again because we got to go inside a Harmon Corner. Not as busy as it once was at all, period. The Strip is a lot more muted than it ever was. You know, the escalators still don't work half the time, but not as many people. Unless it's a special event, you know, 4th of July, you'll come out here. There'll be a ton of folks on the Las Vegas Strip. But right now, I'd say it's probably about 10 or 15% less. And where do I get that number? It's completely random and arbitrary. I'm just kind of pulling it off the top of my head. But I did read some kind of statistic that talked about that. Restaurants, not all of them came back. There's some major closures on the Strip. We used to have Twin Peaks over here at Harmon Corner. That's gone now. One place that you can't go to. It's replaced by Sugar Factory. But for every restaurant that closed, it seems that something took its space. We don't have any closures on restaurants right now in terms of capacity limits. We don't have any capacity limits. Everything's back to 100%. Social distancing is not a thing anymore. The only restrictions are face masks. Face masks. In terms of shows, practically every show is running right now. Albeit some of them are running on reduced capacity, or not reduced capacity, reduced frequency. I know, like Copperfield, at one point when he opened up last June, he was doing 2 shows a day in some cases. But he was also at 50% or 25% capacity for the theater. But it's 100% capacity now. But if your show's not running, don't blame me. You gotta look before you get here. Example of a show that I think isn't running right now is Michael Jackson 1 over at the Mandalay Bay. The gift shop is open. Everybody loves Michael Jackson stuff, but you're not going to be able to go see the show. I believe everything else is open in Cirque du Soleil terms. I think the View Theater is not open. This guy here is preaching the word of God.
This is what happens. People don't have the knowledge of God. You don't have wisdom, people. You need wisdom in life. You need true wisdom that comes from above.
So those guys never went away. They were here before. They're still here. They have every right to be out here too. I mean, that's the thing about America: freedom of speech, First Amendment, all that stuff. The cops, though, the police. You'll see a lot of cops on the Strip if you come out here. And honestly, it can be jarring at first. You see so many cops on the Strip that you wonder, what is really going on out here? Why are there so many police officers? It's nothing to be concerned about. We had a pretty bad spike in crime last year, though, to the point where Metro came up with something called Operation Persistent Presence. And that was where they basically put cops everywhere on the Strip and make sure that if bad guys see the cops, they're not going to do anything stupid. It's helped. We used to hear about shootings on the Strip every week or two, which was something that used to happen every 6 months or so. And then it went away with the increased Metro presence out here. And we haven't even seen any cops tonight. So we got to assume it's safer than it has been, which is definitely a good thing. But the fact that they're even out there is unsettling, to say the most or the least. Timeshare is back in Vegas. We got timeshare booths everywhere. Like right here, this is the timeshare booth behind me. And those guys are back to full time, so get your free stuff on. They are giving away shows and all that kind of stuff. Just be forewarned if you do that. It can be a high pressure tour. I used to do that business. You can say no to it, you still get your free stuff. But changes like Harley Davidson Cafe, gone. Well, it was gone before COVID, but now it's a Tex-Mex place. Changes like Rockin' Riley's, which is over here at the Hawaiian Marketplace, that's gone. That's now a place called Smokey's Bistro. You know, not many major changes. The big thing is adjusting to the life of having to wear masks, which I do think is affecting people. Also, Delta variant affecting people. Another thing that's completely affecting people is the fact that it's a little bit of a tougher economy. Less people are working right now. And I think the quality of service in these properties is suffering. I've had people tell me who have visited here, the service wasn't as good as when they were here before. In terms of inside the casinos and the resorts, a lot of places got rid of poker rooms and a lot of places got rid of table games entirely. Digital games like bubble craps and roulette, where it's that computer screen, that's more of a thing than ever. It's so loud down here. Let's just take a look at this loudness. You're not going to hear me talk much anyways. Got karaoke over here at Smokey's Bistro, or whatever it's called, Smokey's Bar, Bistro Bar. So they do karaoke over here, which is good. So, yeah, some changes in the casino. So if you had a place you played poker at, make sure the poker room is still there, because it might not be, you know? Stuff like that, I think, is something that they're doing away with, going more to coin play, slot play, that kind of stuff. Of course, casinos are making profits, a lot of them. Part of that has a lot to do with online sports betting. It's so loud here again. It's hard to compete. You're not going to hear me much.
In fact, he's the one singing the song that's playing.
Other changes, little businesses that supported things like that VR business was never a thing, and that was actually a tickets booth, half-price tickets, I believe it was. I think they've actually kind of slowed down. They're back. I noticed a half-price ticket booth that was open over down by the Showcase Mall, which we'll pass if we keep on walking here. We'll go right past it. Stuff like that's different. Casinos are different inside. I've heard people say the quality of service is down in some places. We've had several major casino mergers. El Dorado Resorts bought Caesars, renamed it Caesars because that's a brand recognition thing. And I've had high rollers. A friend of mine is a high roller. He said that, you know, the quality of some of the suites he gets comped, a little bit reduced, you know. He said the soaps, the shampoos, not quite where he remembered it. But, you know, standards maybe not as high because they figure they don't have to be as high. And if the market is going to tolerate it, then that's what the market's going to tolerate. Still, the loudest gift shop wins. Super loud gift shops over here for sure. Everybody sees a guy with the camera nowadays, and they all just assume that you're a YouTube person, I guess, or the younger ones will ask if you're on Twitch. Not on Twitch, I'm 40, so all I know is YouTube. But anyhow, think about what else has changed here in town. You know, the check-in experience might be different for you guys. This town has gone to a lot of digital self-service, a lot of self-service. As a matter of fact, I think with Caesars, if you want to book a room with Caesars and you want to do it traditional style over the phone, I called and asked them about this. They said that there's a $15 fee for a human agent on the phone to book a room. Now that might have changed, I'm not sure, but they'd much rather that you book your rooms online, and they have a pretty streamlined way of doing it. I've stayed in a room in Vegas. We've stayed twice. We had a comped room from the D Hotel downtown for when Circa did their grand opening. Special thanks go out to Richard Wilk. Check him out on social media. His name is Richard Wilk across all platforms. The D was super easy to check into. The Caesars Palace check-in on Valentine's Day of 2021, a complete shipwreck. But what's up? How you doing? Good. There you go.
How you feeling, man?
Complete shipwreck, man. It was bad. It was bad news. I spent an hour and 20 minutes in that lineup to check in. And then I tried to use the self-service kiosk, and those didn't work. So that was not a great experience, but I guess it's an adjustment period. You know, the casino's opened in June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, 8 months later, and they still didn't have the people power, but it was socially distanced back then too. Like, you know, you couldn't put agents so close together. So maybe that's changed. Tell me in the comments below if you've booked into a room anytime lately, and what's your experience been like here. A lot of self-service options though everywhere. You know, use open table, reserve your seats, make sure you make a reservation, because if you're going to a place, they may not have the capacity. People saying a lousy guest experience at some of the restaurants. That has a lot to do with the fact that they are short-staffed. Locally around town here, some of the gas stations and things like this are closed. One of the places near my house says, we're very sorry for the inconvenience. Due to a lack of staff, we have to close from 10 until 6, right? That's what, 8 hours? Yeah, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So coincidentally, they close one entire shift out of the day where all you can do is pump your gas and pay at the pump. And that's a problem. We have state unemployment here. We have the worst unemployment in the entire country. I read a report from BLS, Bureau of Labor Statistics, that ranked us 51st, so I suppose they're putting Puerto Rico in those numbers as well. So we're worst out of that, you know. And we have a governor race coming up next year. Who knows where that's going to go? And we're not playing politics, but maybe our governor, Steve Sisolak, will be lauded as a hero for keeping Vegas open when he did keep it open. Maybe he'll be decried as a villain for what he did with the mask mandates. We don't know. One thing that's happening now, more of these free entertainers on the Strip, which you didn't see before COVID at all. They were all downtown on Fremont Street, but now they're coming back this way too. It's kind of weird to see them down here because they literally chased them off the Strip once to downtown Fremont Street, and now it looks like they're all coming back. All coming back. But it's been a weird year in Vegas. Those are some of the changes. If you're coming here, what's your experience going to be like? Well, I mean, how different was this walk down the Strip from the last time you were here? You just ask that question to yourself. Was this much different? I don't think so. I mean, the difference is you wear a mask and you put a mask on when you go into the buildings. But some people that'll say they'll never come to Vegas when there's a mask mandate because they just don't believe in it. But there's some people that say that I love Vegas so much that I will definitely come to Vegas, even with a mask mandate, because I love it so much. Which one are you? You tell me in the comments below as we get all the way down here to this half-price ticket booth, which must be closed this time at night. I'm not really sure about that, but let's see if they're open. Yeah, mascots are normal, but we saw an entire guy on our live stream today. There were 3 guys doing like an acrobatics show on the Strip. We have our Batman and our Renaissance Michelangelo. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Yeah, the half-price tickets here is closed because it's like 10 o'clock at night almost, but yeah, they are open during the daytime. Opens at 11 a.m. See you later. See you soon. All right, well, you tell me what you think is different about Vegas in the comments below. This was a test of the cinema mode on an iPhone 13 Pro Max.
Oh my god.
Doesn't work very good in the dim light, so I had to have the flash on the entire time. So let me know what you think. And check out our channel sponsor, P9 Magazine. They're over on Instagram. Check out vegasfacemask.com, no S at the end. The only two that you'll ever need. See if that still tracks my face while I put on a face mask. Made by my wife, Sweet Caroline, shipped out to you. Free shipping, 2 for $25. That's the time of the video where we're going to turn the camera on, say 3, 2, 1, click. Get me off the stream as we say thank you guys for watching, sharing, liking. 3, 2, 1, and click.